You ever picture a place that feels like it's pulled straight from a dream? A world so perfect, it just seems impossible? Well, today, we're going to take a tour of a place just like that. But here's the twist. We're leaving fantasy at the door. We're going to build this world using nothing but the seriously strange and wonderful laws of quantum physics.
Now, this image, this isn't just some poetic description. Nope, this is our blueprint. It's a real place, or at least a theoretically real place. A little pocket of reality held together right at the very edge of existence. And to get our heads around it, we need to stop thinking about a location and start thinking about a state of being.
You see, this whole world is what a physicist would call a high-energy coherent state. Just think of it like a perfectly stable bubble of reality, held in absolute harmony, while right outside its borders, there's a wild sea of pure, untamed possibility. So come on, let's take a walk to that border. All right, first stop on our tour is the boundary itself. This is the hard line that separates two completely different ways of existing. This slide really gets to the heart of the conflict here. On the left, you've got the quantum wild. Out there, everything is just a shimmering cloud of maybes, what physicists call uncollapsed superpositions. But over on the right, inside our city, everything is a fixed, observed reality. It's the ultimate showdown between chaos and order, possibility and certainty.
So remember that cliff edge we pictured? Yeah, that isn't just rock. It's what's known as a topological phase transition. It is the literal, physical wall where the math of pure probability smashes right up against a world that has decided to be something. And what's holding that wall in place? Well, that's where the Golden Dome comes in.
Turns out that dome is a massive superconductor. It's using something called the Meissner effect to create a flawless shield. It literally pushes away all outside forces, trapping the city in its own perfect, pristine little bubble of space-time. That golden glow, that's not just for looks. It's the energy of trapped light, holding reality itself together.
Okay, now that we're safely inside, let's have a look around. Let's talk about what this city is actually made of. And trust me, the answer is way more incredible than just plain old gold.
So get this, you're not walking on metal or stone. The towers, the streets, the very ground you're standing on, it's all made of something called photonic matter. It is pure light, tricked by quantum forces into gaining mass and acting like a solid object. Just let that sink in for a second. Every single thing around you is crystallized light. It's a perfectly ordered, solid state of pure energy. But how would you survive here? I mean, what do you eat or drink in a place like this? Well, the source of all life here is a quantum superfluid. The technical term is a Bose-Einstein condensate. It's a state of matter that's so incredibly cold and so bizarre that every single one of its particles acts in perfect unison, almost as if they've all merged into one giant superatom.
And this is how you get your energy. You wouldn't need to digest this liquid. Because it has zero friction, it would just flow directly through your cell membranes, using a process called quantum tunneling, delivering energy straight to your atoms. It's a perfect, totally lossless transfer of fuel.
Okay, so we've figured out the physics of the city, and we know how to feel your body. But the most profound change, that wouldn't be to your environment. It would be to your mind. Seriously, think about it. In a world where nothing ever decays, where the arrow of time just stops, your entire consciousness would need a fundamental reboot. Your brain, as it is right now, just wouldn't work.
To survive here would mean shifting from slow, clunky biological processing to pure quantum coherence. You'd have to forget linear thought, forget speaking. Your mind would need to operate on a completely different level.
In this city, there's zero entropy. That means information never degrades. So you wouldn't remember the past. You would have simultaneous access to all of it, experiencing every moment of your entire life, all at once. The very idea of past and future would just dissolve. And communication? Oh, you wouldn't use your voice. Your thoughts would be directly linked to others. Through quantum entanglement, you'd feel what they feel, know what they know, the very instant they think it. It's perfect, flawless communication.
But this new kind of mind, it comes with a massive responsibility. Because in the quantum realm, the act of observing something literally brings it into being. Your focus, your attention, would have the power to create and sustain reality itself.
And this shows you the incredible mental discipline it would take to live here. Just keeping the world around you from dissolving back into a cloud of pure probability would require immense, unwavering focus. It's a world built and maintained entirely by consciousness.
So for our final stop, let's see what happens when this all comes together, the ultimate transformation of self. What happens when your body, your mind, and your whole environment are all part of the same perfect, frictionless system?
Well, in a superfluid world with zero physical friction and perfect mental communication, the very thing that makes you feel like a separate person, your ego, your sense of an individual self, it would all just start to soften. The lines would begin to blur.
With no linear past to define you, no voice to separate your thoughts from anyone else's, and no physical friction to define your body, the whole concept of an individual you would just dissolve away. And this is the final mind-bending conclusion. You wouldn't be a resident living in this golden city, you would become a component of it. You'd be a conscious wave pattern and a larger ocean of solidified light and thought, contributing to the city's overall harmony.
And so, we end our tour with a question. In a place where you are completely inseparable from your surroundings, where your own consciousness is what sustains reality itself, what does it even mean to be you? It's a reality at the very edge of physics, and maybe, just maybe, at the very edge of our own comprehension.